So today I'm going to be talking about some beauty tips that can help you combat sleepy eyes, tired eyes, and eye strain. Hi, my name is Ijoma and this is EJ Uncut, and you are welcome once again to my channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, please subscribe, and if you watch to the end and you like the kind of content that I offer you or present to you today, please do well to hit the notification button, subscribe so that you don't miss out on whenever I post something new. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive right in. So the first tip is taking regular breaks. This is the age of digitization. Everyone does everything online. Everyone does everything on their computer, on their phones, and computer is literally the bread and butter of a higher percentage of people in this age and era. And so what do? The eyes are actually prone to most of the stresses that come from the computer or digital devices. And so it is really important for you to take breaks, for you to be able to stand up from your workstation and take a walk. That is not just beneficial to the eyes, but then it's also beneficial to the body, because all of that stiffness and looking at something that is really close to you, it's very stressful for the eyes. And it is also important to let you know that I'm also an optometrist. I'm a doctor of optometry. And one of the things we do in practice is to make sure that we counsel our patients in different areas, especially when it pertains to making sure that the eyes are healthy and functional. And so for my beautiful ladies who do not want to look tired or have puffy eyes or just basically look like they've not slept in years, it's necessary to take breaks. And make sure that your eyes and muscles are relaxed in the process. The second, and I would say very important tip, is to ensure proper lighting when you're working. Look, it doesn't matter if you're studying, if you're working, if you're watching TV, or if you're just doing something. A lot of us do not like light, so we feel it's cozy to have dim or dimmer lights, or be in a dark room and have our, just to have this cinematic feel in our homes and offices or while we work. But to be honest, it's not always a good idea. So what happens at that point is, if there are different lighting positions or different lighting or illumination intensity between different tasks within the same environment, what happens is that it stresses your eye muscles, especially your muscles of the pupil. And so when you transit or alternate between tasks, maybe looking at your computer and looking at a book, or looking at your computer, looking at your phone and looking at someone around you, the most important thing is that these alternations or these changes or transitions can put more strain on the pupil, on the muscles of the pupil. Because what happens is, when there is bright light, the pupils constrict because they don't want too much light to get into the eyes. But what happens when the pupil, or when it gets darker? It gets dilated, and so that exposure or that change from bright to dim to bright can actually put more strain as they react to the different levels of lighting. So it is really necessary and cannot be overemphasized, the need to have adequate lighting, so that the lighting levels are not so different and they don't help or put more pressure on the pupillary muscles, like we call them. Number 3 is to stay hydrated. So this cannot be overemphasized. Being hydrated, as much as it helps you with the body, it's also necessary for your vision. It's necessary for metabolic actions or processes in the body that can also benefit the eye. One of the things that can also benefit hugely from being hydrated is the the quality of your tears, and also the moisture of the skin around your eyes, especially your eyelids and under your eyes. So most of the time, many people do not actually know that hydrating or moisturizing doesn't only come from the topical application of some of these, creams and whatever. It also comes from drinking good amount of water. So do not forget to stay hydrated and drink as much water as possible. Talking about moisturizing is also necessary for your face, for your skin, and your under eye. So when we talk about some of the things that can help you keep your eyes looking bright, it's necessary for you to moisturize and keep your eyes looking bright and alert, because you don't want to look like you've not slept in years. Number 5 tip is to get enough sleep. Look, there was no way I was going to talk about fighting eye fatigue without talking about sleep. So while life is going on and some of the things that we do prevent us from sleeping, it is really necessary to create time for sleep. Most of the time we talk about having at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep each day. They were not joking. Most of the body processes, most of the chemical reactions that happen in our body, and without excluding the eyes, happen most of the time when we're asleep. And so in order for you not to have or not to look puffy in your eyes or to prevent redness or basically eye strain, it is necessary to have more sleep, and the more sleep the better, because who does not want their sleep? Number 6 is avoid rubbing your eyes. This actually increases inflammation. So for some people, they could be allergic to so many things. For some people, they have discomfort from maybe probably different things that are stressing or straining their eyes, and there's usually this need to rub your eyes. But I don't want to shock you by saying that that can actually make whatever is wrong with you worse. It's basically a reflex for you to rub your eyes when it's very uncomfortable. But if you have this need to rub your eyes, I think you need to see your optometrist and figure out what's making you constantly rub your eyes. It could be allergies, it could be discomfort, it could be eye strain, it could actually be vision issues. The 7th is to incorporate foods that are rich in antioxidants into your diet. Include leafy greens and vegetables, and fruits, to be honest, because as much as a lot of schools of thought now are talking about how foods are not so good for you, but every class of food are important for the body. And so I'm not here talking as a nutritionist, but most of the foods, leafy and colored foods actually, are some of the things that you need to take to improve the cells and the health of your eyes, because in as much as we talk about the vision, the health of the eyes can actually be boosted by the kind of food we eat. And so getting rid of free radicals is one of the major benefits of foods rich in antioxidants. Cold compresses are a way to keep your eyes relaxed, comfortable, or even cold baths. In addition to finding out what the problem is, it's actually really useful for you to be able to have something cold on your face, and that's why a lot of people would recommend the use of cucumbers and every other thing that helps to relax the eyes. These are things that basically just relax the muscles and reduce inflammation around these areas. And the last tip, but definitely not the least, is to visit your optometrist. To be honest, everything I have just said here is supposed to come after this tip, but I just decided to save the best for the last. It can never ever be overemphasized the need to visit your optometrist at least once a year. It is important to know that some of these tips that I have given are not ways for you to diagnose yourself when you have certain issues, but these are some of the things that can minimize the symptoms until you go to an optometrist, or basically things that you can do to prevent these symptoms. We, as I was saying, do not want to look like we haven't slept for years. And most of these symptoms that present in the form of eye strain, eye swelling, not sleeping, or having some of these discomfort could be as a result of latent or hidden refractive errors that has not been taken care of. So if there's anything I missed out on, do not hesitate to put it in the comment section. If there's any questions that you have, the comment section is there and I will do well to respond to them. Please subscribe to my channel and do well to share this if you found this very informative. And until I come your way next time,